So shout out to those that came to Mr. R's and my office hours. We're going to review the independent practice that you were instructed to complete today. So any misconceptions, errors that you have, this is the time that we will help you as a whole learn from your mistakes. Okay, so Caleb's going to read problem 1 for us. Okay, Caleb, go ahead. Number 1.
A bakery made 9 cakes using 3 bags of flour. The baker uses the same relationship between cakes made and the amount of flour used to make all their cakes. Which table of values above shows the relationship between the number of cakes the bakery makes to the number of bags of the flour baker uses?
Caleb, I have a question for you. What are, just like we did in classwork, what are the 2 units we're comparing here?
9 and 3.
The units.
Yeah.
The units?
The what?
The units. What are the items we're comparing, not the numbers? Are we comparing? Yeah.
The cake and the flour.
Good. Okay, so now we're going to fill in what we're given on the table, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't know how much one cake is yet, do we? No. But we do know that what? 9 cakes is how many bags of flour?
3.
So guess what I can do? For 3, hold on, this is messing me up here. So I can do this, right? So I can say 1, 2, 3. So for 3 flour, I need how many cakes?
9.
Okay.
3 bags. 3 bags.
I don't know what he's trying to say. All right, so we want to be able to figure out 1. How do I figure out how much flour I need for 1 cake? What do I do, Caleb?
I believe you divide.
Divide what?
The 9, the cakes and the flour.
Good, which is what numbers? Good job.
9 and 3.
9 by 3. And I put C for cake, F for flour. So what's 9 divided by 3, sir?
3.
3 cakes for how much flour? Huh?
3 cakes for 9. Wait, 3 cakes for 1 flour.
Okay, so we're going to have 3 here. Now, if I get 2 cups of flour, how many cakes do I need? 3 blank 9. What goes in there? 3 blank 9.
6.
Now let's continue. If we get 4, how much cake do I need if each one has 3? 3, 6, 9.
12.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
So 5 flour is how much cakes? Ooh, 5 flour is how much cakes, kiddo?
15 cakes and 5 bags of flour.
Hey, Miss Kennelly.
Okay, so now we got this question. So we said we need to figure out, according to our work, okay, which table matches the table we did. That means every single value has to be true on the table in order for you to pick the answer. Because I saw that on some of the feedback, some students made some mistakes, and it's okay. That's why we're here. Ready? So, ready, Kayla?
Yes.
A, 1 cake, 3 flour. Does that say 1 cake, 3 flour?
No.
So what do?
We cross out A.
Okay. Walk me through B. Walk me through actually C.
See?
Yeah, what does it say? Look at the numbers.
There's
7 cakes, 1 flour.
7 cakes and 1 flour.
Is there a 7 even in
No.
the cake section? So we do it.
No.
Okay, look at D.
Cross it out.
What does it say for D? How many cake, how much flour?
Says 1 cake and 7 bags of flour.
Is that what we did?
No.
Can you explain to me why we have obviously 1 answer left, why it's correct, looking at your work versus what they give you?
Because the amount of cakes and the flour matches answer B.
Okay, so look, 3 cakes for 1 flour. Does that have 3 for 1 here?
Yes.
Okay, walk through it all. 6 for 2, 6 cakes, 2 flour.
Yes.
What about 9 cake, 3 flour? Is that on our table?
Yes.
What about 12 cake, 4 flour?
Yes.
And what about 15 cake, 5 flour?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so in order for it to be correct, it has to match, as Caleb said. All your answer choices have to match. They have to be the same. It can't just be for one, it has to be for all. Does anyone have any questions on that problem? Now is the time to ask Mr. R or myself or Kayla. So you should have picked B as in boy, right? You should have picked this one, table B. Can we move on? All right, let's do the next one. Mr. R, do you want to tackle this one? Oh, he's busy doing something. Okay. Let's see. I think I see Lianna Sanchez in here. Lianna Sanchez, can you read problem 2, please?
All right. Problem 2 says Sam paid $8.28 for 18 stamps. At this rate, how much would it cost Sam to buy 12 stamps? Hint, find the unit by dividing $8.28 by 18. Take the answer unit rate and multiply it by 12 to find the cost. So what you're going to do, we have my calculator out. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide $8.28 by, what was the number? 18. And you're going to get 46 cents.
What does that represent?
46 cents represents how, well, you have to, I'm not done. Wait, it represents how much money it would cost for each stamp.
Good. I'm going to put 1.
And so
Good.
now what you're going to do is you're going to multiply that by 12.
Okay.
And you'll get $5.52.
For what? What does that represent?
That represents how much 12 stamps will cost. The answer is the last answer.
You see what she did, guys? You see what your peer did? Mr. Hollins, do you see what she did? She found the unit rate by dividing. She took the total divided by the number of items, and she got 46 cents. She then used that unit rate, because that's how much one stamp is. If I know one stamp is 46, to figure out how much 12 are, she said, let me multiply, and that's how she arrived at $5.52. Haylei, you're gonna do number 3. Haylei, whenever you're ready. Number 3 is all you. We're here to support you if you need help. You can call in up here to help if you need help. Get number 3.
Okay, so hold on.
So you got to read the question though. Before you start figuring it out, you got to read what it says so that you understand what you have to figure out. So can you read question 3? I know you can do this. Come on, number 3.
So if 5 lemons for $2, then
What do you do? Come back
you
off.
have to make the chart. Make the chart.
Okay, you can make the chart, but is there an easier way to solve this?
You can divide.
Yeah, what are you going to divide?
I'm gonna divide the 5 from the 2.
So I'm going to write
So
5.
the 5 goes in
The 5 goes where? Numerator or denominator?
the numerator.
Okay, keep going. You got this. So wait, 5 is the numerator?
No, are we doing like long division?
So before we do the long division, we want to set up what does the fraction look like. In today's lesson, first of all, okay, what is the total cost here? Let's start there.
The total cost is $2.
So the total, when we're dividing, if you remember from here, the total is going to go here. Remember that? The number of items that we purchase or that we have is going to go on the outside. Does that make sense? So before you get there, how do you set this fraction up? 5 divided by $2 or $2 divided by 5?
It's 5 divided by $2.
Really? That's how you're going to show the work. How do you write it? We write the total over the cost of lemon.
Oh, so it's gonna be $2 over the 5.
Can you tell us why? Why is it
Because
this way and not the way
of
you?
the cost of the lemon, you have to find out like if you buy 5 lemons, if you buy like 5 lemons and you want to buy one of them, how much would the total cost be?
Okay. So the number of does that help you see it better?
Yeah.
There? Does that make better sense now?
Yeah.
Now when you divide, you're going to set it up how?
You're gonna set up the 5 on the outside and the $2 on the inside.
Okay, so take it away. Take it away, Star. What do you got? Help me out. I'm just writing what you're saying. Go, take it away.
So you have to find out how many does 5 go into 2.
Does it?
It doesn't.
You keep going. Don't unmute yourself. Just stay like that. Now 5 into 20, how many times?
4 times.
What's 4 times 5?
4 times 5 is 20. No, that's 20. Yeah, sorry.
20. And what's 20 from 20?
Huh?
20 minus 20.
0.
Bring down the 0. Does 5 go into 0?
No, because if you times it, then it's gonna be 0.
Correct. So how much is 1 lemon, each lemon, every lemon, per lemon?
It's $0.40.
Yep.
It's
So 1 lemon is 40 cents. 5 lemons is $2. Does that make better sense to you, Haylei, and the rest of you?
yes.
Are you sure? All right. Mr. R, do you want to go over the exit ticket? No. All right, let's go over the exit ticket then. All right, let's do exit ticket. Let me go find out where that one was. Hold on a second. Exit ticket. Same exact skill.
Wasn't it you that said that we're only gonna go over the independent practice and then that other problem and that's it?
Somebody had a question on this one. They got a lot of the kids got 10 out of 15 on this question.
It's your call, but that's what you said. And I told you I was gonna be putting in grades, and you said, "Go ahead, do it."
Oh yeah, I forgot. We'll just go over this one and then they're done, okay?
All right.
All right. This question, when we looked at the data, a lot of people got 10 out of 15. That's why some of us are here. So let's clear up the misconceptions or errors that we have. So let's call on Samiri Hollins. Please read question 2.
Okay. Is in 2020, Kim/LY learned $17.50 for 2 hours of work. I said learned. I said earned. Earned $17.50 for 2 hours of work. Which table shows a relationship between the number of hours worked and Kim/LY's total earnings? If her rate per hour is consistent, is her rate per hour consistent? And divide $17.50 and 2 to find the unit rate, total earnings of an hour.
So Samiri, how do we find the unit rate? What do? We multiply, divide, add, subtract, what?
Divide
What am I dividing, Samiri?
$17.50 by 2.
Okay, so what's half of 1750?
Let me think about this. It's like
Don't guess, use a calculator. There's no guessing.
hold up.
If you're waiting, guys, you can type in the chat what 17.50 divided by 2 is. I see there's 8 messages. Let's see. Ah, some people already got their answers. So 17.50, huh? What is it?
8.75.
So $8 and how much cents? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 hour is $8.75. Yes?
Yeah.
Table. Looking at B. Actually, yeah, looking at, I don't know if you could see A. It says 1 hour is 17.50, Samari. Is that what you found?
Wait, what?
Is 1 hour
Okay.
17.50 or is it not that number?
1 hour is not 17.50.
So what do I do with the problem? Do I cross it off? What?
Wait, what? I'm sorry, you're breaking up. What?
1 hour, it says it's $17.50. You just told me 1 hour is $8.75.
Mm,
So does this $8.75 match $17.50 for 1 hour?
no.
Looking at C, is 1 hour $16.15? Is that what it says?
No.
So what do I do?
You crossed it.
D, actually B, is every hour that he works, he makes $17.50. Does that make sense?
No.
So why is it D?
It's D because it says that for 1 hour he makes $8.75 and $2 he makes $17.50.
And then if I keep adding 875, I'll get 26,725. And I add another 875, I get 35.50. Or you can take the unit rate, which is 875, times the number of hours, and you're going to get those numbers, which is the earnings. So once you have the unit rate, you can just multiply that times the number of items or hours or whatever, and you're going to get the final answer, the total cost. So you should have picked table D. Questions, comments, concerns, dilemmas, issues. One last thing before you guys go. Please rate office hours and the help you got today on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, and why. Rate the class 1 to 10 and why. Justify your reasoning. Go. Once you do it, you're free to go. I'm going to write my response too. Okay, so that's a rating. That's what you got on the work. I'm asking for you to tell me, based on office hours, what do we rate it as on a scale of 1 to 10 and why? That's your scores you got.
I said 10 out of 10.
Okay, I need more than that. If you look at Kayla, I rate this class a 10 because of how much I clearly can now understand by taking notes and referring back to them to solve the problems. I learned a lot today and I enjoyed it. That's great to hear, Kacie. Can you tell me what you learned today? I rate office hours a 10 out of 10 because I know what mistake I did and know that I can remember that unit rate is division and it's very enjoyable. Well, thank you, Kayla. I would rate this as an 8 out of 10. I see that students required help on reading the problem carefully and practicing unit rate more. That was me. Okay, Kacie, you learned about ratios and division. 10 out of 10 because I got a better understanding on the question I got learned and I learned unit rate today. 10 out of 10 because I knew how to do it and now I can do it even better. When you say it, what do you refer to? What's it? What's the it?
Ratios.
Okay, and we call this what? We were finding the what today?
The unit rate.
Thank you. So those that answered are dismissed.